ওই লিংকটা ক্লিক করে পড়তে বলো কিছু?
Huh?
ও আচ্ছা।
So anyway, actually I covered very small portion only. I will send this part to you, this PDF file. You go through this. Do you know? Do you know this concept of time ordering?
No, sir.
Okay. So we will pick up from here, this point, and from in next class we will discuss in detail this about this TNI and the usefulness of this function. You try usefulness of this delta function. Because you can understand when we actually calculate this scattering cross section for a particular process, then you will see how energy momentum conservation is coming into play in this scattering cross section. Okay. Now there is no point in in next today we have only let me take half an 20 minutes more to introduce some new thing here. So basic let me tell you one thing. So basic thing is you try to understand the definition of these two equations. That is enough. Okay. From these definitions and these two equations and the last equation of my lecture, which I wrote here. These expression. Okay. These three expressions we will need for next class. Try to understand this from my note because it is difficult to communicate online because every 44 from now on every session will be of 40 minutes. After that we have to set up a new connection. Problem. Anyway, let me come to this. Let me so you have seen this expression that look at this expression. This is the Dyson series for this potential. Okay, the first term, the second term is linear in V, third term is quadratic in V, and so on. So this U, so this is U. So this is the first term is linear term, second term is, I just written this in LaTeX, second term, this is third term. Okay. Now remember, see that the time integrals over here, first integral is from t0 to t prime, then from t0 to t. Okay. So if you want to write the nth term of this series, the nth term will be like this. This is the nth term. Okay. Leave first term, that is identity, then count first, second, third, fourth to nth term. Nth term will count, second term contains two product of two VIs. So nth term will contain product of n VIs and n integrations. Okay. So integrations run from t0 to t, second one from t0 to t1, third one from t0 to t2, like this. Now, while in calculating these integrations, it is useful because when we have multiple integrations with this kind of limits, because t0 to tn minus 1, that tn minus 1, say t0 to t2, and that t2 is the integration variable for the next integration. So upper limit is the integration variable for the next level of integration. So this kind of calculations when we want to do, we just use the idea of time ordering, which is as follows. So here there is a product of n operators. All the V's are operators. They are at different times. T1, T2, Tn. All they are at different times. So their product, this product, in
So
general,
we can change the limit from t0 to t1 to t0 to t of all integration. I mean, all integration limit we can change t0 to t.
no. How? Why? How?
Then time order.
We can't change
Then
all the. We can't just. We can't just put all these limits to t here. Because t0 to tn minus 1 is okay.
why?
Why? Because if you put t here, from tn minus 1 to t, you are adding extra. Where will that extra compensate?
No. Then there is extra factor comes for second integration 1/2 factorial, and for third integration.
Who are you speaking?
Gurunav,
From first year or second year?
second year.
So that is, you are taught this time order product
Yeah.
by Sanjay. You know this. I am telling first year students doesn't know this. Okay. So this is for first year students.
Bobby sir also taught us in first year course.
But then I will not teach. So first year students, you know time order products?
No, sir.
But Bobby said taught.
No, sir, no.
No, what is no? Someone is true. Who is true?
আমরা করিনি স্যার
Okay. Anyway, so this product. So Runavu, what you said, that is correct, absolutely correct. I am going to prove that only to them. So this we define a time order product. Just a minute. Anyway, so this is product of n operators, n v's at different times. So each one is an operator, and since they are operator, in general they do not commute. Okay, so in general we can't change their position. We have to maintain a perfect order in writing them. Now suppose this object, this is called this product T order. T order means when you write T, this is an operation which rearranges this product in this form where this is true. Means the earlier times are written on the extreme right and the future time are written on the extreme left. So you arrange the product in order of decreasing time. Okay, in time argument. When you do that, that is called time ordering. If you can't follow this, take that example. So this definition, take product of two operators, V1 and V at T1 and V at T2. If you take the time ordering of these two, by this T of these two means this product is V of T1 into V of T2 if T1 is greater than T2, or the result is T2 into T1. So if T2 is greater than T1. So if you have two time dependent operators multiplying each other, then time order product means writing the operator with time argument as earlier time on the right and latter time on the left, always. That is called time ordering. When you do this, you say your order product is time ordered. Suppose V of 1 second and into V of 10 second. T is time. Okay. So here, this product is not a time ordered product because the second term contains T2 is greater than T1. So time, if you construct this, write this product, this is a time ordered product, right? By definition. This is called the time ordered product of the two operators. This is not a time ordered product of these two operators. So time ordered product of operator means a specific ordering of the product. In general, when you write two operators, you don't know what will be the, you can write it, the product in any way, but time ordered is a specific way of ordering of writing the products. Okay. So here is the, and what I have said can be written in this short by this notation for two operators. Okay. And in general, for n operators, this is like this. Now, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this means this time ordered product. So this ordering means here always T means once you have removed T, you have to write the vector, the operator with earlier time in the extreme right and later time in the extreme left, right? So in general, this we can write by in this way, where theta is a step function like this. Theta is 1 for positive argument, 0 for negative argument. And you can check that if T1 is greater than T2, then theta, then this T1 minus T2 is positive. This argument is positive. This is 1. This is V T1 into T2, and this is 0 if T1 is greater than T2. Okay, this is negative, so this is 0. You can check that this definition is equivalent to this definition. Clear? If you use the definition of theta, I will send you the PDF file. You just look at it, stare at it, and you will understand it. Now, if there are suppose there are three vectors. Suppose there are three operators product. Time ordering means, by definition, time ordering means they are time ordered. If T1, T2, T3 are in this order, the product should be taken in this order. If T2, T1, they are in this order, the product should be taken in this order. Okay. So there are 6 possibilities of ordering. And therefore, this can be written also in this way. There will be 6 terms, because for the first term, T1, T2, T3. If T1 greater than T2 greater than T3, then this theta and this theta both are 1. All other are 0. So only first term will remain, which is this term. If it is other way around, if it is this solution only, this product will be 1, others will be 0, right? So you can check looking at this expression that this definition of time ordered product can be written as this also. So let us calculate, let us evaluate a quantity which is this. What is this? This is time ordered product of two operators, integral over both T0 to T. Okay. So when we do this integration, look at the left hand side. Here, in place of T, it is two products. You use this expression. You use this expression. One term, another term. So T2, 1 interchanged here. So you write it here. So there are 2 terms. Okay. Of these 2 terms, in the second term, of this two term in the second of this two term in the second term, T1 and T2 are just dummy variables because both are integrated from T0 to T, T0 to T. Okay, both variables integration limits are T here. Okay, so T1 and T2 are dummy variables. So T1 and T2 can be, we interchange T1 and T2 in the second term because they are dummy variable. Okay, so we did that. So just in place of T2, I write T1 and T1 I write T2 in the second term. So I get this. First term is intact. Now in the second term, this integral, because we use this identity because T1 and T2 are on the same footing, they are dummy variable. So which integration I do earlier doesn't matter. So I exchange T1 and T2 integrals here. Then what I get is this term becomes identical to the first term. So this integral which I am evaluating is twice of this first term. Again, when it is twice of first term, now I break it up. Twice of dt is okay. Now the second integral from T0 to T, I write T0 to T1 and from T1 to T, right? The second integral T0 to T, I break from T0 to T1 interval plus T1 to T interval. Now the second term is 0 because what? Because T1 to T, in the T1 is lower limit, T is the upper limit. So T2 runs from T1 to T. So T2 is always greater than T1. That means argument of theta is always negative. So theta is always 0. This term is always 0. So it boils down to twice of this thing. Second term is 0. Twice of what? T0 to, so this integration becomes T0 to T1 and T0 to T. Yeah. So in other words, if I write the right hand side on the left, so this integral I can write half of this 2 goes as 1/2 of the right hand side, half of this thing. So only thing is that if I change T1 to that Arunabha was saying to T, I have to bring 1/2 in front and make this product as a time order product. Is it clear? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
If it is not clear, you can check the note because it is very trivial calculation. You can see that. Similarly, if you do it for three variables, 3 products from T0 to T2, T0 to T1, T0 to T, then all the limits you can make T, and you can, there will be a 6 factor or 1/3 factorial in front. The 6 factor comes because for the product of 3, there will be 6 such terms. Because of these 6 terms, this 1/3 factorial comes. I am not explaining in detail because if you look at these expressions thoroughly, you will understand it. So in general, if there are n number of things, products, and there are integrations are from T to T1 to T2 to Tn-1, all the upper limits of integration you can bring on the same footing as T, only you have to bring factorial 1/factorial n in front and the product has to be time ordered. So this is a useful identity which will help us to calculate this sort of integral this sort of integral which involves this kind of limits, right? This kind of limits. You can bring all the limits to same t and bring this factor here, this t factor here. Okay, so this will be helpful later in doing our calculations. This should have been told in your class earlier, but somehow I forgot to mention that. Now with this machinery of calculating these kind of integrals, okay, we can calculate ultimately the integrals that will come in the different terms of this series. So these integrals. So here t0 to t, again t0 to t prime. So you can make it t. You can make all these integrals also t. You have to bring 1 by 2 factorial in front and some time ordering here. Okay. So that in that way. So let me stop here today. So we start from these two equations, these two definitions, and this S and I is most importantly is related to this T and I by this expression. So these three equations will be starting from point for our next class. Okay. So I am sending this to you, this PDF file to you soon. Next class will be, I don't think on Saturday I will take any class. The next class will be on Tuesday. Okay. So in the meantime, if you have any query, you can call me, you can send me an email. Better, if you have any query regarding this presentation, you can send me an email with a CC to all the members of this group, so that your question can be heard by everybody and I can answer to everyone. Clear? Because we have limitations in communication through this mode of conferencing. Okay, so let me stop here today. Okay, I will send this, I will modify this PDF file a bit and send it to you soon. Thank you.